います。日の本車両さんから返信来てます。
Alright, nice. What they say, Paulette? Upon entering the rail shop, Paulette welcomes us with a big smile. Hachiroku's shoulders twitch. Why are your shoulders twitching?
先方はどのように？提示の内容で全て OK とのことです。それでまず先方が大枠を送ってくれるそうです。
Oh, neat.
向こうが先送りしてくれるのか。
もし大丈夫ならってこっちから希望を出しました。万一縁起でもない話になっちゃいますけど。
Oh, yeah, see, the knock on wood, huh? I mean, yeah, fair, low fair. Paulette's voice sinks as if she's sorry.
86202 58623の大枠が移植できない場合にも、それなら大枠一つの往復輸送費だけで済みますから。
なるほどな。
I've always been preparing for the worst case scenarios in nature and responsibility of a business owner. Ever since she was released from her post as mayor, Paulette's been acting more and more like a company president. Perhaps it's also because she's meeting more of Hosho Kisaki. Since then, Hosho Kisaki's been frequently visiting the rail shop in the engine shed. She talks mostly with Hibiki, but she also talks intently with Paulette, Hachiroku, Reina, and me. Oh.
レイナは整備か。
はい。今日もバーベキュー列車9割方は席埋まってますし、張り切ってくれてます。
It was completely full and drawn by 8620. It may just be attributed to a rise of demand right when we started, but the reduction in passengers is concerning.
9割方か。
はい、9割方。ですから改装もできるだけ早く取り組めればって。
The sense of danger that Reina talked about is something Paulette already knows.
しかしながら焦ってことを潜んじては元も子もございません。
Hachiroku's graceful voice, that makes Paulette straighten up.
そうですね。先方からもいくつか決めてほしい点があるって預かってます。
移送手段に関してか。
それもありますし、移送する中身についても。
というと、
大枠を単体で送るのか、動輪や仙台車もつけるのかってことです。
ああ。
The 862 model's frame is comprised of multiple parts, including the driving wheel, axle bow, and axle guard. This has been running for a long time, and adjustments will be needed if they decide to send the whole thing.
送ってもらった場合には、それをセットで使って、こちらからもセットで送り返す形になるか。
いえ、好きに選んでいいとこ取りをさせてもらって構わないそうです。それこそピンの1本まで。
選択肢が増えることはありがたいが、そうなると移送コストはかさむのだよな。
はい、場所も重量も動輪一つでも増えると並州輸送だとやっぱり結構かさんじゃいます。
並州輸送。
線路を使わず船やトレーラーによって車両を運搬することです。相鉄様。
海軍と陸軍のイメージか。
Hachiroku opens her mouth in a confused way. She looks to me, then to Paulette, and then back to me. After a brief moment, she starts giggling. Why you?
お間違いですよ、相鉄様。兵隊さんの兵種ではなく、甲乙兵の兵種です。
Oh, that's why you're giggling, okay.
なんだそちらか。甲類、乙類の甲乙兵か。
If this is in reference to shochu, it points at a different method of distilling. But there is something similar of transport as well.
ならば、甲種輸送でいいのかな。それか、乙種輸送かは線路を使っての輸送のことだろう。
さようでございます、相鉄様。甲種、乙種ともに線路を使って車両を輸送します。
She has a serious tone, but I can see that she's still somewhat grinning.
甲種輸送は輸送される車両が貨物機関車に乗り、自分の車輪で牽引されていく輸送法です。
自分の車輪でとあえて言うなら分かった。乙種は貨車か何かに丸ごと乗せての輸送だな。
さすがご明察です、相鉄様。そこも決めてほしいっておっしゃってました。58623、今は豊川の工場にあるそうなんですけど。
While saying that, Paulette puts out a map. Going out of Tokyo. That's great. So going out of Toyokawa is Nagoya, the East Nagoya port, and Kinjo Wharf. There are a lot of tracks that cut through the middle of Aichi Prefecture.
すごいな。これほど長い線路が残っているのか。
名護鉄ですね。蹄鉄の路線網がツタツタになって相対的に価値が上昇したのが幸いしたって聞いてます。
これも山あいを抜ける路線だな。あるいは走行不能区域にもかかっているのかな。
相鉄様。
Yes, Hachiro?
おっとすまん。話を寄り道させてしまったな。
港までを公衆輸送かおつしゅう輸送かもこちらで選んで構わないっていう話です。
86としてはどうだ。公主かおつしゅか、それと移送をしてもらう内容についても。
さようでございますね。公衆おつしゅで移送コストはそこはほとんど変わりません。実費でやってくださるってことですし。でしたらおつしゅを希望します。移送時のリスクも可能な限り軽減したく思います。
Possibly to allow me to save face as an engineer, Hachiroku begins to talk
そ
fluidly.
れとコスト的に許せば動輪周り一式と仙台車も運んでいただけると助かるのですが。了解です。了解です。大枠回収に失敗したらコストをどれほど抑えてたところで無意味ですからね。
Seems to be telling herself that. I imagine that the costs are rather high, but this is something that we can compromise on.
ならばこれで決まりとしよう。下回り一式をおつしゅ輸送で移送してもらう。
はい、先方にもそのように伝えます。下回り一式をおつしゅでですね。コレット様。
This is bad. Even Hachiroku is starting to look down. I'm sure she has worries as a business manager. This is the answer she asked for. Even if she's just pretending, I'd like for her to accept it wholeheartedly.
ポーレット、できるのならばそう気に病んでくれるな。
She looks genuinely surprised. Hachiroku and I turn to each other, and we're completely taken aback by it.
気に病むって何をです？
いや、移送コストのことではないのか。
ポーレット様の眉このようになっておりましたよ。
Hachiroku makes her frown by using her fingers for an almost comical look.
ごめんなさい。そういう顔をしちゃってたなら原因コストとかのことじゃないです。違うのですか？では何が？公衆輸送。
公衆輸送。
私多分公衆輸送って言葉に刷り込みがあって、パパその結構な撮り鉄でしたから。
I see, nice.
そのようなご事情が。
なんだ、今のでわかるのか。
I don't get it at all. At what point did you understand?
96たちがしばしば聞かせてくれたのです。公衆輸送の時には撮り鉄さんたちがすごいと。
96、お前の後に作られた確か量産貨物機だったか。
はい、大傑作の貨物機です。日の本のあらゆる場所であらゆる貨物をおそらくは今も輸送している子たちです。
なるほど。ならば公衆輸送に従事する機会も多かったのか。
さようでございますね。公衆輸送を取るのって撮り鉄には一大イベントならしいんですよ。
Seems like she added the last part in haste.
私は乗るのが好きなだけですけど、パパの影響はやっぱりあって、公衆輸送って聞いただけでつい
血が騒ぐといった感じか。それがおつしとなり、ややテンションが下がってしまった。
みたいな感じだと思います。自覚なかったですけど、恥ずかしい。
いや、良いヒントをくれた。ありがたい。
I take out the camera which I've been borrowing the entire time from my pocket. This camera is starting to fit nicely into my hands.
公主がそれほどならば、おつしにも価値はあるだろう。無論、僕も移送や整備の状況を逐次取るつもりでいたが。
Without waiting for me to finish talking, Hachiroku claps.
わかりました。
おつし輸送のダイヤ情報を撮り鉄さんたちに流すのですね。
その通り、情報発信の重要度はさらに増しているし、撮り鉄たちが力を貸してくれるのならばありがたい。
We'll have everyone know that Ohitoyo is the hometown of steam. With that foundation, we'll create the Great Kishu Steam Locomotive Map. The most important factor in achieving that is having everyone know about it.
それだけ長い距離の移送なら撮ってもらえる機会も多い。撮ってもらった写真はそのまま知られるための種となる。
それちょっと盲点でした。
Blood's voice seems heated, possibly because she's impressed.
すごくいいと思います。情報発信、毛利の秋様とか他の前鉄さんたちにも頼んでみます。
なあ、よろしく頼む。
Alright, so we have a plan of action. That's good. You know, just saying, I really would like to actually see this
羽を
princess.
むしられた鶏のようだな。
But you know, it's fine. Like a plucked chicken. Taking photos. The exposed boiler and frame are lifted by a jack. That's all 862 has right now. Driving wheels and cylinders are taken off completely.
引き換え、こちらは床を埋め尽くさんばかりだ。
The driving wheel group, connecting rod, coupling rod, crosshead, and slide bar. Each and every part's taken off is laid neatly on the ground. Whoops. The technician walks toward the set of parts with a gas lamp in hand. I don't know him personally, but I can sense that he's a veteran.
失礼、撮らせていただいても良いですか？
He nods. He doesn't even look at me, instead fixing his gaze on the crosshead. The gas lamp in his hand gets closer to the crosshead and... Bump.
ごめんなさい。
Wait, which one was me? I'm sorry. Oh no, that was him too. I forgot it. I didn't have to voice him. He closed Ibiki's mouth and saluted the technician since he stopped out of surprise. He smiles at me as if to say, it's alright, and then he resumes moving the lamp close to the crosshead. Sizzle. Next man to take pictures, Ibiki's drawing with her pen. And while she's doing that, she whispers to me.
あれ、何しとうと？焼き入れ？
ガスランプ程度の火では焼きなど入らんだろうよ。ではなく、ほら。
あ、
Pushed by the fire, a black ooze begins to flow from the crosshead.
あれ、油だ。
そうだな。僕らが普段刺してる油の塊だろうな。
あー、だよね。クロスヘッドでいいんだっけ？あれ、あそこ必ず注油するもんね。
だな。
The knowledge of terminology is still shaky, but Bika's getting more experience with this line of work. The crosshead acts as a repeating device in order to transfer the piston's energy into revolutions for the driving wheel. That's why it needs to be oiled.
しかし、重油のたびに清掃もしていたつもりだが。
うん、ちょっと結構これって恥ずかしかね。
This is quite embarrassing. He torches the oil of the lamp and carefully wipes it clean. The blackened crosshead soon returns to its cool iron color.
よしっと。あんまりお邪魔しちゃ悪かったね。
Bika stops drawing, closes her sketchbook, and then walks away. I do feel bad for getting in the way, but we'll be done cleaning soon. When I take a picture of it completely clean, people will see the work of a master craftsman. All done. The technician stands up to stretch before turning to me with a big smile.
よく手入れなさってますね。クロスヘッドはこっちを取った方がいいでしょう。
なあ。
Thank you, sir. I understand just from that remark. No wonder I've never seen him before.
日の本車両から来てくださった技術者さんでしたか。
はい。豊川工場の OB 藤と言います。
Hello, Fuji. Nice to meet you.
はじめまして、藤さん。僕は
Migita Sotetsuさんですよね。拝見してます。
Ah, sweet. Unpopular. Nice. He takes something out of his pocket that's neatly folded. It's the A620 driver's stand report for now.
読んでいただけていたのですか。
もちろんですよ。ここに来ている人たち、ほとんどがそうじゃないですか。
I take a look around and see both strangers as well as acquaintances.
秩父の水田さん、静岡の真原さん、西津軽の金谷先生。誰も彼も自分で納得しなきゃ動かん人たちだ。
お知り合いなのですか。
蹄鉄時代は研修会などもありましたからね。顔を合わせるようなメンツはまあ似たり寄ったりで。
なるほど。
The technicians are gathered from such a large range. The ones here must be the best of the best. All these people are here for Hachiroku, which I find to be quite reassuring.
ありがとうございます。本当に心強いです。
いやいや、礼など言われて恐縮します。自分の場合は完全にこっちの都合での参加ですしね。
とおっしゃいますと。
Although he's still smiling, the type of smile he has changes. There's a slight tinge of loneliness.
見極めたいと、そう思って確かめに来たんです。自分は反対しましたから。
Oh.
反対ですか。
あの子の思い出がやはり詰まった期待ですから。
Oh.
最後の願いとはいえど、バラしたいとは思えなかった。
Actually really sad, to be honest.
ですから、この目で確かめようと来たんです。
My heart jumped. I could hear it beat like a fire bell.
あの子の願いを、右田さん、86さん、あなた方に託せるものかを確かめに。
Oh. I hear my heart beating rapidly, but I feel as if my blood's frozen. Why? I did not consider this even once.
あの子とは。
I already know the answer. I don't need to ask. There are tracks, there are facilities, and there are technicians. Just think about why 58623 was preserved. I did not consider the reason. No, I didn't even think about it from the start. Thinking about that scares me. Looking at it straight feels like a scab would fall off. That's why I keep talking, take my mind off of it. As long as reality sets in, I won't have to look at the past.
あの子とは5862さんの。
A nod. I believe nod.
その意味でも、86さん、トップナンバーレイルロードはやはりすごいですね。
Uchi-san's eyes glance around. His gaze fixes upon Hachiroku, who's talking to some other craftsman.
まだまだ何年でも稼働できそうに生き生きしてる。矛盾しますが、とても最古のトップナンバーとは思えない。
あれは
I feel my lips dry out. I have to force myself to pry them open to speak.
長いこと、本当に長いこと眠っていたのです。眠っていて、つい最近に再び目覚めた。
That's why our active time is not that much. That's what I want to say, but it doesn't come out. I may discover a part of Hachiroku's past I didn't know about. I realize that, causing my tongue to freeze.
なるほど。眠り姫だったのですか。
Oh.
目覚めさせたのはきっと右田さんなのでしょうね。
Sleeping Beauty. A warm voice and a warm smile. That warmth suffocates me.
来てよかったです。話せてよかった。あなた方になら確かに託せる。
He bows deeply. I have no right to receive this treatment. I can't run away or refuse this.
あの子の小春の願った最後の夢を
Oh.
もう一度走り出すことをどうか86さんと共に。
Oh, dang, man. Getting me in my feels, you see.
小春
Oh,
さんですか。
dang. She must have been loved. I can sense that just hearing her name. The pain of being left behind seems to hit me as if it were my own.
きっと優しいレイルロードだったのでしょうね。
Oh.
優しく誇り高い子でした。走ることを一番の喜びにしていました。
Uchi-san's eyes tell me to take care of her, but I can't look him straight in the eye.
お任せください。
That's what my mouth says. I pretend to say something and force my mouth to smile. I'm alive yet dead. I'm dead yet pretending to be alive. Those days aren't over yet. That's why I'm still like this.
86とともに僕は必ず8620を、そして58623を
Oh.
もう何度でも走らせます。
I swear that in my heart, it's my true intent, and yet it's not. A deep-rooted doubt, or perhaps fear. I can't fully trust my own words.
ありがたい。
Uchi-san's hands wrap around mine. Oh, I sense heat that could burn me. No, that's not it. Uchi-san has a terribly surprised look. It is me who's cold.
そうするためにも写真をもう少し撮ってきますね。
ああ、ええ、そうですね。
I bow and then walk off. Dang, wow, that got really sad. Move. I have to move. Bury myself in duty. If I have my duties, I won't have to throw it all away. If I'm tied down, I won't fall apart. If I don't fall apart, I can still be useful. Oh dang, Sotetsu, oh my gosh. Tetsu-san taught me that to be useful to someone is...
相鉄様、大丈夫ですか？
No, we're like depressed and we're trying to distract ourselves by working to ignore the depression. It's greatly concerning, actually.
86か。
I have a hug. A worried look. A palm support me. The tiny, adorable, warm hands. To be honest, I feel relieved. I'm so glad. It seems that I wasn't such a shameless cheater after all. My thoughts go back and forth as I doubt myself. My feelings for Hachiroku weren't all just a fantasy.
お顔が真っ青になってます。レールショップに、いえ、ミギタの家に戻りましょう。
何をバカな。
I try to act out my usual self. I don't want Hachiroku to have another thing to worry about.
この状態は今日この日にしか撮れんのだろう。
それはさようでございますが。あ、でしたら私が取っておきます。
いや。
After being told that, I realized something. I want to do that. Doing so will give me time to organize my messed up head.
ならばお前を撮らせてくれ。ガスランプを一つ借りてこれるか。
かしこまりました。
Satisfy him and end it. That's the feeling that's oozing from Hachiroku's face. But even that expression seems adorable to me. That's what I feel.
それでどのようにいたしましょうか。
大枠そのものが一番いいな。あれなら誰の邪魔にもならん。
The distorted, damaged frame that's just waiting to be replaced by the frame of the Hinomoto passenger car. Right now, no one would even come near it. I take Hachiroku and get close.
適当な油汚れをガスランプで炙り溶かし出してくれ。お前は綺麗な絵になるし、説明のための良い写真となる。
なんでしょう。あまり褒められた感じもいたしませんが。
Although she says that, she still smiles a little. Hachiroku goes back and forth before circling around the inside of the frame.
せっかくですので、普段は研修できないところにいたしましょう。
Her eyes get a serious look to them as she places a fire from the gas lamp on the black parts of the frame. Sizzle. I knew it. Hachiroku's face looks beautiful when it's lit by a gas fire. The camera lens shuts out the unnecessary surroundings and puts Hachiroku and I into our own world. I click the shutter one more time. But the sight of Hachiroku is also burned into my memory. What's going on? Vicky? An odd smell. And up in the smell, Hachiroku has started to burn. What? I smell this up close and more than I ever. I smell this up close more than I ever wanted. Why is she burning? Hachiroku? This is the smell of burning hair. Is she on fire? What's happening?
相鉄様、大丈夫ですか？
Okay, she sounds fine, but why did Vicky say that? What's going on? I'm very confused and concerned. Fire and rain. Wait, creaky noises. Pain. Is it just the PTSD? The taste of iron in my mouth. Oh, it is. Oh. And the smell of burning hair and flesh. Oh. Up, plop. Okay, well, we fainted. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we just collapsed because of the trauma. Oh, no. Rumble, 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 rumble. Rumble, rumble, trumble, trumble. The sound of the train. A sound that I've heard for a long time. But ever since I met Hachiroku, I haven't heard it. No. Make a wry smile. I have to. Because I found out the truth.
毎日のように聞いていたのだな。これも86が響かせる音だったんだから。
86?
Michiko and I are alone in the passenger car. I don't see Mom and Dad anywhere. I breathe a sigh of relief. I confirm that this is not my memory, but a dream.
86ってあのお人形？
まあ
That's why I don't find it strange at all. And Michiko knows about Hachiroku. I don't find it strange, but a sort of ominous worry is creeping up on me, drying out my throat. Why did she ask? Michiko would already know if this is a dream. Dreams are a manifestation of our psyche. Spontaneous thoughts can be scary. Yeah, that's very true. Dreams can, really flip you up and be like very surreal a lot of the times. That's why I continue to talk. I fill in the gaps with words.
人形ではなくレールロードだ。鉄道の運行を制御する。そういう。
I'm at a loss for words. I don't want to call her a machine, but I can't find the right word to use in its place.
鉄道の運行を制御して、それなのに事故を起こしたの？
それは。
I know. Because we're twins, all my knowledge is shared with Michiko. But this doubt that continues to arise continues to sink me to the bottom.
事故は起こすものじゃない。誰も望まず、それでも起きてしまうものだ。
Yes, Michiko already knows. Hachiroku chose to purposely derail the train. That's how she prevented all the passengers dying. She caused an accident to reduce the number of casualties.
そうちゃんはさ、
Yes, Michiko. Michiko looks at me with a blank face. She really doesn't understand.
許したいって思ってる？許されたいって思ってる？
どうだろうな。
Both seem right, but they also seem wrong. I desperately try to think. I know, but I can't find the answer. That's all there is to it.
許すも許さないもなく、誰かに罪があったなど思いたくないのかもしれん。
それって忘れちゃいたいってこと？
Maybe. I think long and hard, but the words don't come out. To forget would be to abandon Michiko. I never would want that, but I also want to forget. Why? Why do I?
忘れちゃいたいから、そうちゃんはあのお人形を好きになったの？
Oh, she's asking the big question. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to answer. So I want Michiko to say everything. Contradiction and confusion, they amplify one another. I feel nauseous, but I can't cover my ears.
そうなんだよね。でなければお人形なんて好きになったりしないよね。
Doubt and assurance intertwine. This is probably my heart in its barest form.
一番怖いの、自分のものにしちゃったら怖がらないで済むもんね。思い出さないで済むもんね。
違う。そう思う。
I blurted out. I try to use what I call my will to vomit that out.
それも少しはあるかもしれんが、それだけではない。
違うの？そうなの？やっぱりなの？
From my throat, from my heart, the words I tried to ring out are happily received by Michiko.
だけどそれも違うよ。
Oh,
そうちゃん、お人形だって壊れちゃうんだよ。
I will never let her break, and if she does, I will fix her. Michiko, this is me. She knows my fears. Perhaps she is cruelly exposing them. If it's a mistake, she would try to correct me.
お人形になら置いてかれない。そんなの、そうちゃんの思い込みだよ。
はあ。
I knew it, but it would only bring despair. Realizing that, the despair sets in.
僕はだから86を好きになったのか。
She's a doll. Because she is a doll. Because I actually believe that she would never die before me, leaving me behind.
わからないの？そうちゃんのことなのに。
わからないんだ、本当に。僕自身のことなのに。
Michiko gives a weak laugh. Sounds confused or disgusted. perhaps it's out of sympathy.
わからないよね。好きなんてみちもそうちゃんも子供だもんね。
ミチ
Hello? Michiko's form vanishes. I'm left to myself in the passenger car. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm left alone just like then. Oh, why'd she...
でもね、そうちゃん、みち知ってるの。だから一つだけ思い出させて教えてあげる。
Why did she say, like... I guess, like, you wouldn't... Like, it sounded like she was talking to somebody else when she said, I guess you wouldn't know about love. I hear her voice. I can't see her. I can't see anything. Back then, it was the same. Michiko communicated to me.
忘れようなんてするから苦しくなるんだよ。忘れようとして忘れるなんてできっこないのに。
ミチコ
I reach my hand out. I'm not reaching out to anything in particular. I know this hand will never reach Michiko. Dang, oh. Got really sad again, but thankfully Hachiroku was here to, console us. Hello, Hachiroku. I'm sad. Whoops, my bad.
相鉄様。
8 6
He holds my hand back. I reflexively think about how adorable she is, but my doubt also rises.
悪い夢を見てらしたのですか？
I'd call it more a complex dream.
どうだろう。悪い夢かな。
I'm sweating all over. The feeling of fear is gone, but I still feel cold. Anxiety and confusion are swirling inside of me. I'm not sure of anything.
わからないんだ。いい夢だったような気もする。ミチコの妹の夢だったから。
まあ。
The dream begins to fade away. The heat from Hachiroku's hand chains me to reality.
でしたらきっといい夢だったのですよ。
そうかな。いや。そうしていけばいい話だな。
I try to use reason to stamp out my anxiety. Even I can do that much. I control my emotions with reason. As human beings, that's our greatest strength.
ミチコと僕は双子だった。だからあれはきっとミチコの姿をした僕だった。
That's my past self, or my past itself. Those are the scars I tried desperately to hide. It was exposed by the fire from the gas lamp. When I look at it calmly, it's nothing but an old scar.
揺り戻しが少し来ただけだ。それで不安にいささか不安定になってしまった。
Just think of it that way. It's alright. You've always done so. I would decide what is best for myself. Just do what is natural.
でしたら不安をどうか私にもお分けください。
86
I mean, they are about you. Hachiroku's hands open mine. She opens me up to relieve me of my worries. I can feel the soothing warmth that rests my heart, but
いや平気だ。夢ごときでお前を煩わせたくもない。
I get up. I don't want to do so.
相鉄様。
I can't allow her to baby me right now. I have no right to that. Until the day that I can be sure that my feelings for Hachiroku are not just a method of escape for me. That's completely understandable though, yeah, I get that, but like, dang, man. Oof. Definitely a lot of very complex emotions going on there, but it makes sense because of, the trauma he went through. It makes all the sense, but dang, oof, that was a rough one. Ooh, Nelly. An examiner in a jumpsuit uses what resembles a stethoscope on the transported frame.
これでたったこれだけで目に見えない下肢の有無が確認できるのですか？
とのことだ。非破壊検査超音波単焦というらしい。
超音 波でございますか？
人間の耳には聞こえぬほどに高い波長の、人の耳に聞こえる範囲を超えてしまった音波のことだ。
Oh, we're in Hachiroku's perspective. Dang. I see. Tetsusama looks to me as he says that. My voice is as elated as it has been in a while since he looked at me.
超音波はレールロードの耳にも聞こえないもののようですね。
そうか。
A very dry exchange. His gaze is also interrupted. There's something about his expression that denotes pain. It makes me worried. I'm definitely in some pain, yeah. Could it be that I said something bad? Oh no, Hachiroku, no, it's not you, it's us. This all started that day. That day when Sotetsu-sama collapsed. When I was burning the frame of the gas lamp and melted away some of his hair, sealed in the oil. Since that day, Sotetsu-sama has changed a little. He feels rather distant. Even if we are somewhat apart, we are still engineer and Raillord. Moreover, we are in the middle of countless things to confirm for the exchange of 860's frame.
この検査で問題が出なければ、いよいよ大枠の交換となりますね。
そうだな。本当にいよいよだ。新大枠に組み込む部品については。
はい、選別を終えております。
When I talk to him, he answers.
ポーレット様たちや技工の皆様方にもご確認いただき、以降は手順確認をし、組み付けて試験という流れです。
ご苦労だったな。
いえ、当然のことをしたまでですので。
We exchange words as usual, but even now, Sotetsu-sama's eyes and arms move slightly and then stop. Sotetsu-sama a little while back would have said, "That's not true." He would say that and pat me on the head. Oh, we don't give her the head pats anymore? Oh, I'll still give her the head pats. For Hachiroku. We are so close to one another, but I don't feel as close as before. I feel afraid. A frizzly feeling. If he has simply changed, that is one thing. But what if he has lost something? During that time, the accident still... He might have remembered it. No, he must not have even forgotten it for a moment. Sotetsu-sama has a strong heart, but he put a lid on his path. The gas lamp burned off the seal of the lid. If that is the case, Sotetsu-sama must...
終わったようだぞ。
I look up to the sound of Sotetsu-sama's voice. The examiner just got away from the frame. At the base of the stethoscope-like device, there's a monitor displaying the results that he's showing to the technician, Uchi-san of Hinamoto passenger car.
お待たせしました。右田さん、86さん。
He seems to be in high spirits. I can tell from his face that he's relieved.
旧蹄鉄586235号大枠移送時損傷全くなしです。これで安心してお引き渡しできます。
ありがとうございます。検査のご手配までいただいて。
いえ、これもこちらの都合です。大枠だけでも再び走ってもらいたい一心ですよ。
ああ。
Tetsusama's smile hardens a little. It's not the sort of hardening where he's nervous. It's almost as if he purposely removed emotion.
最善を尽くします。引き継いで、さらに先へとつなげられるよう。
小春の思いをどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
はい。
Again, he is still smiling, but it feels as if his warmth and softness have been reduced.
そうてつくん、手が空いたら少し時間いいですか？
I hear Sotetsu-sama's voice from the entrance. Temperature rises in Sotetsu-sama's face when he hears that. Sotetsu-sama's face had gone pale without me even knowing.
ああ、うん。すみませんが、フチさん。
自分でしたら大丈夫です。行ってらしてください。
ありがとうございます。86、しばらく任せた。
はい、ご安心ください、宗哲様。
Without turning to me, Sotetsu-sama walks quickly over to Paletsu-sama. The phrase "as if running away" crosses my mind.
いかんな。押し付けすぎてプレッシャーを与えちゃったかな。
He starts scratching my head. I get the feeling that he's not very clean. I want to move away, but I'm interested in what was said to me.
押し付けすぎでございますか？
うちの子のことをついついね。
あ
His face, his voice. Just hearing that, I can sense
あ、
it.
妹を大事にしていてくださったのですね。ありがとうございます。
いや、
He's about to say something, but Fuchisama closes his mouth again. His crooked expression seems to be filled with nostalgia and a little bit of sadness. The thought of him still looks happy.
君にも迷惑をかけてしまったかな。右田さん、どうも気を使ってくれてたみたいだし。
気ですか？相鉄様が？
その話をしてからね、君への態度もいくらか距離を置いたような感じになったように思えて。
Did my expression give it away? Fuchisama smiles as if he's trying to say, I knew it.
君らの仲睦まじい様子にむしろ和んでいたのだが、かといってこちらからどうこう言うのも妙だしね。
それは相鉄様にそのお話をされたのはいつのことでございましょうか？
何日前だっけ？右田さんが体調を崩された日なんだが。
あ、
It's that day, and most likely it's...
お気になさらないでください、フチ様。相鉄様が少しお変わりになられたのは、おそらくはフチ様のご影響ではございません。
おそらくは。
He says it in a surprised tone, chuckling in a throaty way.
トップナンバーはやはり違うね。そんな複雑な思考回路を持っているんだ。
Having heard that, I have to ask back.
妹はそうではなかった？
If that were true, it would be strange. Speculation is one of the basic plot routines. Excluding the processing speed and capacity, my sisters and I should have no difference in specs such as with the OS.
小春は何でも聞いてきた。少しでも疑問なことは確認し、ただの一度も分かったふりなどしなかった。共感で通じ合えない分、たくさんお話しするのだと小春はそんなことをよく言っていたね。
ご助言ありがとうございます。
I bow deeply. I stand up straight and then bow again, this time to my sister. My kind-hearted sister that I have never met. And she has taught me something very important.
相鉄様とたくさんお話ししてまいります。
Because I fought our hearts to come closer, I had made too many assumptions. I had the fantasy that we shared a bond like a sympathetic connection. I made light of telling him what I thought with words.
どのみち今日はもうすぐ上がりだ。組み付け手順のすり合わせもまだ終わらないだろうしね。
Uchisama takes out a neatly folded parts list while saying that. It's a piece of paper with the parts taken from both 8620 and 58623 for them to decide which to use.
焦らないでね。いってらっしゃい。
はい、行ってまいります。
ああ、それと
Slap. Uchisama's fingers strike the parts list.
このリスト素晴らしいね。まっとうな意味でさすがはトップナンバーと思ったよ。
それはもう私頑張って作りましたから。
I want Sotetsu-sama to compliment me. I want Sotetsu-sama to caress me. Wanting to tell him those things right away, I take off running. Uh-oh. I mean, Hachiroku would always caress you. You don't have to ask twice. Okay?
相鉄様
I hear a cheerful voice and the moment she steps out of the rail shop. It's Hachiroku. Did she run here? Her hair is a mess and her cheeks are red. Her face shows such a bright smile that it makes me happy just looking at her.
86どうした？
Just seeing her face lightens my stagnant heart a little. The words come out of my mouth fluidly.
何か問題でも発生したのか？
いえ、あちらは大丈夫です。私は単に相鉄様とお話ししたくて。
Alright, well go ahead. Not Paulette. A slight gasp. That's right. Paulette is with me right now.
私先に行ってますね。 っていうか、もう時間も時間ですし。
Oh, nice. She understands. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Paula takes out the golden watch from her pocket. It's a beautiful thing. Even Hachiroku is surprised, her eyes wide.
特別なことがなければ、今日はそのまま上がってくれていいですよ。
そうか。ならばそうさせてもらうかもしれん。
はい、そうしてください。お疲れ様でした。
うん。明日もよろしく頼む。
Paulette laughs slightly and waves as she heads to the engine shed by herself.
ということだが、立ち話で済むような話か？
いえ、できれば落ち着いてお話を。
了解だ。ならばレールショップに戻ろう。
Roll. Oh, Reina.
いらっしゃいませ。なんだ、ソテツさん、忘れ物ですか？
なんだとはご挨拶だな。すまんが、少し場所を借りたい。
That's right, we need to have a private talk with Hachiroku.
ハチロクさんも一緒だったんですね。
Yep, we're gonna have a private alone time moment. Reina stands up with a big grin. She's quick.
レイナ、ゴン駅長にご飯をあげてくるですよ。
Thank you, Reina. I appreciate it.
おい。
She leaves the rail shop before I can stop her. She seems to be in a rush.
どうしたって言うんだろうな。
I mean, she knew that we wanted alone time. Come on now.
本当におかしなレイナさんですね。
This is it. Unlike the natural smile when we first met, she has an awkward forced expression on her. Her face is red and her eyes are darting. I doubt we can talk like this. Did I mess up the timing? I should have just started the conversation when Hachiroku was still smiling. There's no point in worrying about regret now. If she's stiff, then let's loosen her up and start over.
ともかく茶でも入れよう。少し待て。
はい、恐縮です。
I know my way around the rail shop. I take out the guest cups and put in green tea. Hachiroku politely drinks it before letting out a sigh of relief.
で、
Hachiroku. She then opens her mouth briefly, only to close it again. Sips the tea and then opens her mouth again. And she still doesn't speak.
聞かせてほしい。お前の声を。
I blurt out my honest opinion in her place. After saying that, I realize that this is actually what I'm truly thinking.
僕はお前と話をしたいよ。
私もです、ソテツ様。
Oh, Hachiroku. She rushes in to say that, but Hachiroku remains still. She gazes at me sharply, causing me to be taken aback.
ソテツ様は、
うん。僕は
ソテツ様は、
Oh,
私をお嫌いになってしまわれたのですか？
no, of course not. I can never hate you. I love you.
何をバカな。
Yeah, absurd. Hachiroku's eyes start to waver. Oh, no, no, no. Don't waver, please. I feel as if she may cry. The next moment, I realize how foolish my lack of understanding is.
なあ、いや、すまん。バカは僕だな。僕の態度がそのような誤解をさせたのだ。
誤解？
No. A long sigh of relief that I can distinctly hear. Hachiroku's face curls into a smile, which relaxes the tension in my heart.
僕はお前を嫌ったりしない。むしろ、とても強い好意を変わらず抱いているよ。
Oh, yes. Strong, amicable feelings. Yes, definitely that.
とても強い好意。
Hachiroku's cheeks turn reddish. She's adorable and it makes me happy. That's why these words spontaneously come out. I want to make Hachiroku smile more than with my voice. My words. That emotion makes my tongue smooth.
ああ、お前といれば楽しいし、笑顔を見ればもっと喜ばせてやりたくもなる。
でしたら、なぜです？
Hachiroku's eyes remain on me. She asks me so directly that it makes me feel as if she's not being herself.
ソテツ様は私をお酒になられましたよね。それで私。
For a brief moment, she closes her lips.
ソテツ様にやはり恨まれ憎まれているものであるかと。
I was about to say, don't be stupid, but stopped myself at the last minute. There's no need to scare Hachiroku with careless words.
あの痕跡で髪が焼け焦げてしまう匂いで僕が思い出し、それで傷ついたと考えたのか。
だってお倒れにまでなられましたし。
そうだな。だが
This is difficult. I don't know how to explain. My worries and my honest words come out as is.
倒れてしまったのは正直いろいろ重なってしまってという類のものだよ。
そのいろいろを私は相鉄様にお話しいただきたいです。
うん。
Because the questions are so direct, my answers become equally direct.
考えてしまったんだ。自分がなぜ86お前を好きかということ。
Oh, there it is. He said it. He said it. Not only are her cheeks red, but now so are her face and body. She looks down bashfully, but then quickly looks up to me again.
それで事故の痕跡、あれがひどく答えてしまった。
I'm not explaining this right. This is what I feel, but trying to select the right words may conflict with my senses. That's why I continue
僕
on.
はつまりは取り残されてしまうことが怖いんだ。
取り残されてしまうこと。
ああ、怖い。こうして話し、思うだけでもこのざまだ。
I lift up my hand to show her, and Hachiroku's eyes cloud up in sadness. The tips of my fingers are shaking in short intervals, as if they're in the middle of a spasm.
美智子も母も父も僕より先に行ってしまった。ことに美智子はじわじわゆっくり遠ざかっていった。
My shaking spreads to the rest of my body. I'm afraid, which leads to being nauseous and cold. But Hachiroku continues to listen. She allows me to power through and spill out what I have to say.
あの瞬間にそういうものが一気に戻ってしまって、だから自分を全く信じられなくなった。
It's not connecting. Hachiroku's confused expression tells me that my explanations are inadequate.
つまり僕がお前を好きな理由だ。それが恐怖からかと思って。
As those words leave my mouth, I suddenly realize it. I see. So this is it. The reason why Hachiroku was at a loss for words earlier. It's exactly what I'm feeling now. If I say it out loud, she might hate me. Just thinking that paralyzes my throat.
相鉄様。
大丈夫だ。
Hachiroku wants me to tell her. That's all the reason I need to continue. Take a deep breath, stay calm, and utter the words one by one.
僕は自分を疑っている。お前を好きになったのはお前にならば取り残されないと思ったからかと。
私がなぜ相鉄様を取り残さないと。
それはお前が Fujisan made me realize that it wasn't an illusion. Fujisan made me realize that it was an illusion, a fantasy. Even after realizing that, I can't bring myself to laugh off my own misunderstanding.
お前がレイルロードだから僕よりずっと死から遠いと錯覚していたからだ。
錯覚と。
ああ、それは今は理解している。58623さんがなぜ生体保存されていたかを知らされたので。
それで
Hachiroku smiles, very slightly.
いかがでございますか。
Her faint voice and smile make it feel like she's warmly enveloping me. It brings me relief. I have no idea what she's
い
asking.
かがとはどういうことだ。
私は妹たちより古くからあるレールロードです。今日壊れるか明日壊れるかそれも知れない存在です。
Oh. I can feel my blood freezing, but I don't let it show. If she sees any change in me, that'll affect this exchange. I want to hear all of what Hachiroku has to say.
私が明日壊れるとして 相鉄様の好きも壊れてしまわれますか？
Oh, I see.
いや、
It's not possible.
お前が仮に明日僕を置いていくなら、
My mind wavers. Even just think about the possibility makes me afraid.
僕はお前に何でもしてやる。お前が笑顔で安心して僕を置いていけるよ。
Oh, Hachiroku. Oh.
相
Oh.
鉄様、
Yes, Hachiroku. That's super sweet. Hachiroku's tiny hands reach for me. She grabs a hold and takes me close to her chest. I don't even think of resisting. I can sense Hachiroku's temperature.
でしたら相鉄様のお疑いは
Oh.
と意味をなさぬものですよ。
I feel the warmth, and I finally understand. The warmth has taught me.
そうなのだな。
Even if the misunderstanding or illusions are what planted the seeds of my love for Hachiroku, it laid root and sprouted. I could say with certainty that it is a reality.
意味がないのだな。過去、未来を疑うことは、この一瞬が僕らの全てなのだから。
Yeah, very well said, Sotetsu.
私はきっとそのように認識しております。
Her hands hold me closer. I can sense Hachiroku's warmth from the tone of her voice.
今日壊れても明日壊れても悔いぬよう、今この時を私は大切に扱いたいと。
うん。
相鉄様は
Hachiroku's tiny fingers brush against me gently, as if she's trying to unravel my tangled heart.
相鉄様のいろいろはこれで全てでございましょうか。
I nod. I say that so I can make a full recovery. But I can't do it. The fear of being left behind still lingers.
もう一つある。倒れてしまった。僕が自分を疑った理由は、
はい。
I reminisce to her gentle voice. I realized that I already told Hachiroku about this. I'd forgotten that I told her, but Hachiroku remembers. That's why she asked me back.
美智子の妹の夢を見たんだ。
I close my eyes to try to remember. The impression of it's fading, but there is one feeling that still remains.
とても寂しい夢だった。
相鉄様が先ほどおっしゃられたのですよ。夢は深層心理の表れと。
うん、確かにそうは言ったが、それはそういう学説があると説明しただけで。
他に手がかりはないのですから、その学説に頼ってみても損はないではございませんか。
Hachiroku answers my question about what dreams are, pulling me out of it.
まあ確かに損はなかろうが。
ならば相談してみるべきです。幸いに身近に心理の専門家がいらっしゃるのですから。
Who's that? The Makara?
それでトロルユさんか。
Oh, the hot springs lady.
はい。ご主人はただの一目で私の不調を心因性とお見抜きになられました。
うん。
ならばあるいは相鉄様の深層心理を解きほぐすその術もご存知であるかもしれません。
さてどうかな。
Railords and people, from how I see it, our psychological structures aren't that different. If Railords are made in man's image, then the craftsmen of them would be wise in the ways of human psychology as well.
可能性がなくもないような気もするが。
半ばい。
Okay, hello. It's a Torororu Hot Springs owner for broom in hand. No, we are.
すみません。入り口前で立ち話など。
そぎゃんかこつは構わんばい。もうすぐ閉めるとこやったしね。
I just remembered I didn't have to do Sotetsu saying I did it again, my bad.
ああ、
I look at the row I watch. It's close to 11. I really hadn't realized it. We were so focused on talking that we didn't realize we'd arrived here.
ばってん、人間心理云々は専門外たい。 こっちゃエンジニアに過ぎんとよ。
Alrighty then.
なあ、違うものですか。
人の心だなんだのことなら。
Kai? Hmm? The Tororo hot spring owner goes inside the doorway and into the men's bath.
おいおい、なんだばあさん。
ああ、ちょうど上がったとこがね。ちょっと、あんたに会わせたい人がおっとよ。
I know, somebody new.
なんだなんだ、湯上がりくらい。
Who's this?
フルーツ牛乳ばただでええけん。金シャイ金シャイ。
Not nice.
日本でもいいか。
2本でも3本でもええけん。とにかく金シャイ。
あ、聞いたぞ。なら3本だ。
Bruh. I hear the refrigerator open, and there's other milk bottles clanging against one another.
儲けた儲けた。で、誰に合わせたいって。ああ。
Dang, you have a full sprite, nice. The person that comes out surprises me. He has a shaved head and is in a black robe. This is most likely...
バーベキュー列車の機関士さんか。
yes, that's me.
ご存知ですか、僕のこと。
Glad you've heard of my work.
ああ。女房の働きっぷりを冷やかしに何度か眺めさせてもらったからな。
女房ですか。なら、やはり。
It all connects. From his appearance and the information I have.
あなたが幽霊寺のご住職なのですね。
ああ。雲山という長山雲山だ。
僕は右田相鉄です。
相鉄様のレールロード8620専用レールロードの86です。
こりゃご丁寧に。しかしまあ間近で見ると。
The monk stares at me. He then gulps down the fruit milk.
女房の言ってた通りだ。幽霊取りつかせちまってる顔をしてるな。
取りつかせてるでございますか。
His words cut deep. As a result, I find that I can't move. Hachiroku, with a curious hand gesture, goes up to the monk to ask him something directly.
お話に聞く幽霊とは取りつくものではございませんか。
面白いなお前さんは。
Looks at Hachiroku as if he were impressed, and the next instant turns to me with a glare.
幽霊といい亡霊というよな。兄さんはどうだ。どこがどう違うかわかるか。
No? Can you explain?
幽霊と亡霊ですか。
How would I know something so specific? Let's look at the characters that make up the words.
幽と亡、漢字の意味は似ていて大きく違うのですね。
さすがは帝大生だ
何がどのように違うのですか。
ああ、漢字には音読みと訓読みがあるのは知っているよな。
No, I know one language.
無論その程度のことは。
幽霊の幽は訓読みではかすか、亡霊の亡は訓読みではないだ。つまり
I look to the monk.
な。ま、そんなところだ。
The monk then opens up his second drink, pops open the coffee milk, and gulps it down.
ないが夜ならそいつは取りつくだろうが、かすかがあるなら。
かすかが、それを僕が持つから。だから僕から取りつかせている。
自覚はあんのか。なら俺がこれ以上とやかく言う必要もないわな。
He pops open the third drink, this time plain milk. He gulps that one down too, and then walks off jiggling his gut.
どうして持ってんだったら寺に来な。そん時は牛乳じゃなく現金持ってな。
Nah, we'll see.
はい。ご教示ありがとうございます。
構わんさ。こちとらこれが専門だ。
The sounds of his leather-soled sandals disappear into the night.
相鉄様、かすかというのは。
ああ、うん。
牛乳は大負けに負けて3本で80円。全部合わせて1000円でよか。
Wait, what?
ああ、 すみません。
That sounded
お
like she
言葉
made,
に甘えます。
that sounded like she made it more. 1,000 yen minus 80. Okay, never mind. Divided by 1,000 yen minus 80 divided by 2. That's the bathing fee.
よかったよ。どうせ閉めるとこやし。
Fiona's wrinkled fingers pull out the curtain of the entrance. She must be telling us to go in together like usual.
さっぱりと流した方が良さそうな顔ばしとるんけん。
Babstein hype? Yep, Babstein hype. As if that's so customary, Hachiroku and I go into the bath together, back to back. I feel like I haven't done this in a long time. Hachiroku's bare back is warm and soft. Yep, Hachiroku's bare back, yep.
なんだか
Distractions.
とても久しぶりのような気がいたします。
Yep, very long time. I feel happy. Hachiroku is thinking the same thing. Makes me want to ask her something.
僕の背中はどんな感触がする？
大きいです。大きく、厚く、少し硬くて頼もしいです。
If you didn't add that back, if you didn't add this part, I could have said Maitetsu out of context.
そうか。
あら、
When she giggles a little, I finally realize it. My back had been tense when I was listening to Hachiroku. My back is very tense right now.
それで相鉄様。
Yes, Hachiroku. I hear a watery sound. Hachiroku must be scooping the bath water. I hear a wave rippling.
かすかとは何でございましょうか。
かすかとは
The waves that Hachiroku make become smaller. That is what seemed faint to me, so I repeat the words that are running through my
触れ
mind.
れば壊れてしまうようなもののことだ。故に触ることはできないが、それは確かにそこにある。
それがかすか。
Kasuka. Pink ghost. It's there, but it can't be touched. My words with Hachiroku's waves materialize that image.
意識でさえも触れられるなら、縛っているのは無意識だ。お前が言った深層心理というやつかもしれん。
触れることのできない意識。
だろうな。だからきっと意識的には解きほぐせない。
I realized what I said. It's not something I want to forget in the first place. The desire to never forget. Perhaps that's what's binding
触
Michiko.
れねば解けなものですか。
Hachiroku appears so innocent today. She's throwing me question after question about plain things she would usually never ask.
触れぬままでも自然とほどける。そんなことも起こりえないのでございましょうか。
どうかな。
Seika, you know, would require the good old power of love? That question. Normally I wouldn't even have thought about this. But when the focus is put on it, it makes me see it clearly.
何かの弾みで緩めばほどける。そんなことならあるかもしれんな。
どのようにすれば緩むのでしょうか。
Your love. Splash. Did she fix her position? Hachiroku sits up briefly to change her position. The comfort of having our skin touch. That's probably the answer to my question.
暖かくなれば和らげば緩む気がする。木の芽や氷と同じように。
でしたら
どのようにすれば温まるのかな。
The Kasuka that has tied me down is my fear of accidents. The fear of being left behind all alone. I can feel myself freezing up.
温めようと懸命に何かしてしまうなら逆効果な気が僕はする。
Oh, that was super cute. Hachoku's back tenses up. I must have been about to do the same. Then, that's it.
必要なのはきっと温められることではなく温まることだ。
Can you warm me up, please, Hachiroku? Naturally, slowly, filling up that Kasuka from the
だ
inside.
から時間をかけるしかないかと思う。少しずつできることから重ねていくしか。
さようですね。きっと。
I feel Hachiroku relaxing. In that moment, I feel like we've become one. Our backs seem to stick together.
まずはあの子をまた走らせて。
Yeah. First, 862, top priority, yep, sure.
そうだな。そうして
And then, please warm me up if you love. I remember. Why did I ever forget? Michiko and I only wish for one thing. It hasn't changed at all.
終着駅に いつか必ず。
Aw. Dang, ooh, man, what a ride we've been going through lately. With all these sad scenes, very complex emotions, conflicting feelings. But you know, we got it settled, so that's good. We got to focus on getting 862 back up and running, and then yeah, like I said, then we can deal with the warm love, yeah.
制度コンマ8。
Yeah, man, like I said, that was a lot of really tough stuff. Like also how Tetsu was dealing with his trauma was really interesting and honestly really well done as well. So, dang, man.